to pet parents listening, maybe they're having kids or they're bringing a child into the home. They have a pet. How do you think about those introductions? How do you make sure that everybody's safe? The animal is safe, the child is safe. What are some of the things that you all did or you would recommend doing?
Yeah, I can definitely speak to this from personal experience. I know a certified trainer would be able to really go into those details because I learned from Eric. I can talk about what we've done personally. And in terms of already having dogs in the house and bringing a baby into that environment, we actually prepped months in advance. It goes back to the exposure I was talking about because dogs are very set in their routine. As soon as you introduce something new into the environment, it can throw them off and it can create anxiety, it can create angst. And so when you're bringing a baby into the home, you're bringing not just a baby, you're bringing furniture. You're bringing a crib, you're bringing a stroller. And that's from Rupert's perspective, who's this like tiny dog on the ground. What's this thing that keeps rolling back and forth and can hit me? I wasn't ready for it, but Eric kind of pushed me along and got the stroller 6 months in advance. And he got the bassinet ahead of time because we had to have that around in the house and treat our dogs, be aware of these new things that are coming into the environment to see how they react to it and how they do and if we can get them used to it. So it took some time. Another thing that we did that was really interesting, I'm not a fan of dolls. I was not like a girly girl growing up, but we brought a very scary looking doll from Amazon that looked like a real baby, and he would carry the doll around in the house as if the baby's already home, just walk around with the doll. So we again could see the reaction, and if the dog is growling, we know, okay, there might be a little bit of an issue we need to work on. Some of our dogs didn't care at all. They were more curious. Right. That was interesting. I never realized how much goes into it, the prep that's needed. And I feel so bad for people who don't necessarily have those resources or are unaware of this because, when I go to the shelter, I see the shelter notes for certain dogs. A lot of times I see that dogs have been returned because they nipped at a child or, they growled and they weren't doing well with the new family member. The family doesn't have time for them. Right. So I know it is a big problem, but exposure and prepping in advance is very key.